Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. So today is our last session of our Bhakti Shastri module. So let us start our day with prayers to Shri Radha Govinda and our Guru Parampara. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalitam Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karana Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namustate तप्त कांचन गौरंगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय षड गोस्वामी की जय नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Last four
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
focus of the Upanishad is extremely special. As I was preparing for this session, it is the prayers. It shows how we surrender to the Lord, how we seek His mercy in all helplessness. It is very beautiful shlokas. Let us move further. So before starting, let us have a quick recap of what we learned in the last session and then we move further. So who is to keep the hands raised? Jyoti Gupta Mataji, Neha Mataji. Any more volunteers? We'll start with Jyoti Mataji and then few others can add. Jyoti Mataji, you can start today.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, last time I missed the class. I heard it and tried to take some points, Prabhuji. So accordingly, I'll brief few points from there, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
So from Shloka 11, that main points I will take, Prabhuji.
No
Like,
problem, Mataji. Whatever key points you can.
yes. Like material science, it cannot lead us to it cannot help us in getting out of this janma mrityu jara vyadi. It can in fact bring us closer to the death by making inventions of these bombs and all. And so that is not vidya, that is something in the wrong direction. Vidya is the transcendental knowledge and devotional service to the Lord, which we have to progress towards.
Yes.
And another point was that if somebody thinks that life is so bad and it is like negating everything, then he will turn up to be impersonalist. And bhakti is not, God is, Krishna is not impersonal. He is a person with whom we have to connect. And somebody, if he's feeling the life is too good and like enjoying it very much and want to add some Krishna to it, then they turn into sahajya. like means they are taking it too lightly, not that serious devotion, but they are thinking they are into Raganuga Bhakti or something.
They're
So
imitating. They're
imitating, yes,
imitating
Prabhuji. So
Telugu devotees.
that is again not right way
Yeah.
to move further. And another point was that this material body is a bad bargain. Like we have got this human body, which is so rare to get. Still being here on this planet in this material world is not at all a good. We are anyway suffering. We are facing miseries all the days. So we have to make the best use of this bad bargain by serving Lord and planning to go back to Godhead, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So, so first thing is to have that knowledge that we are suffering, and the true knowledge is that the suffering is belonging to this body, not to us. We are not this body. We are soul, and if we want this permanent enjoyment, that can happen only in the supreme abode with the service of the Lord.
Yes.
There is an analogy was given for fever. Like if we are sick, we cannot enjoy the best food, whatever the best things are being given, we cannot enjoy that. Similarly, until we are for the time we are here in this material world, this fever of materialism will be there. We cannot have the true enjoyment. So we have to cultivate the true knowledge and have to get out from here. And Vedic regulations guide us towards four things: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. But what we are doing, we are being selective in that also. We are leaving dharma and moksha. We are focusing on only economic development and sense enjoyment, that is kama. So, so we cannot blame Vedas that they are like that. We are being too selective for our own uh, purpose only.
Comforts.
So result of Vidya is the immortality. Like we have a good life and get out of here and go back to our home. That is that way. But avidya is causing more bondages. We want only sense enjoyment in material sense. So that is causing more bondage to us. Also, I've noted down a point. So we have to, here in this material world, we have to learn how to deal with all these problems and how to plan and go back to Godhead. And for this, we have to read Prabhupada books. Otherwise, if we do not take this thing seriously, we will be Naradama, or the killer of the souls. And now another question was how to know what is material and what is spiritual. So whatever can be used in the service of the Lord is spiritual, and rest of the things all are material. No matter it is our activities or whatever the things we have, everything. So conclusion of this sloka was we must develop the culture of spiritual knowledge so that we may become completely free from the cruel hands of the death. This means like cruel hands of the death, like we are into this cycle, no? So when we break it, then only we can get out of this. And the important point to recollect was that what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given 3 points to us: Namir Ruchi, Jiver Daya, and Vaishnava Seva. Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Stop. I heard the rest, but I have not written after that, Prabhuji.
Haribol Mataji, very nicely summarized key points. Appreciate, though you missed the class, you took that effort to listen to the class. So appreciate that. So Neha Mataji, you want to add anything which Jyoti Mataji is not covered so far?
Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji covered. I'll just try to add few.
Yeah.
Last class we discussed about demigod worship and demigod worship. We respect demigods. We have utmost respect. But how demigod worship is temporary. Because when
Voice is
people
very
worship
feeble. Can
demigods,
you
they
come
often
closer to
do
the
it for
mic or speak
material
a bit louder,
objects,
Mataji?
which then
Voice is
leads to
very
ignorance. There is uh, no problem in worshipping demigods, but if we worship them with the desire for material opulence, then it leads to ignorance. And demigods, they are dependent on Krishna, while Krishna is independent. So if we worship Krishna, that is like watering the roots, and all the leaves, everybody will be satisfied if we worship Krishna.
Yeah.
And then, as Mataji discussed about Mayavad also, that Mayavadi says that Krishna has no form, God has no form, and that is considered even
Can you
worse than
speak a
demigod
little
worship.
louder, Mataji?
And it is
Your
described
voice is
as
very feeble.
self-worship or cheat, because Mayavadis, they prevent people from reaching Krishna, from reaching Bhagavan. So that is a kind of cheating. And then the uh, pseudo religionists are the fake gurus who take up fashion clothes for fame, money, and status. And they are heading towards very, very dangerous place, because it is like Prabhupada used to say, people want to be cheated and cheaters and cheated. So they are the cheaters and they are cheating people. So it is very simple activity. And then we discussed in Mantra 13 the sources of knowledge. So different types of worship leads to different destinations. Not every road leads to Rome. That was the example that you gave. So different type of worship will give us different results, and the uh, uh, reference for this was in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says that if you worship me, you'll come to me. If you worship demigods, you'll go to them. So Krishna himself says this. So, and then the authority of Acharyas. True knowledge must be received through the Guru Parampara only, from undisturbed authorities who are not affected by material changes. And then we discussed about so Medhasa and Alpamedhasa or Mudha. Uh, uh, Medhasa is a person who knows that Krishna is the cause of all causes, and uh, Mudha is a person who is a fool who derives Krishna when he descends in his human form. And for this also we discussed references from chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita. Then we discussed that one must perfectly know Krishna's transcendental name, form, qualities, as well as the temporary nature of the material creation. Only will have the renunciation from this material world and have attachment to Krishna. If we are only renunciating from this world, then our bhakti will feel very dry. So we must side by side develop attachment, deep attachment towards Krishna. And then we also discussed that uh, uh, how significant our life is. Like our life is nothing compared in front of Brahmaji's life, and then the Brahmaji's life is nothing compared to uh, like from the perspective of Lord Karana Daksha Vishnu. So a human lifespan is shorter than that of an ant, but still we become distressed and we think we are the center of the universe, and we are situated in marginal energy. So we have the choice to rise above this and go back to Krishna, which demigods also they hanker for this body so that they can get the opportunity to serve Krishna. And whatever miseries we are going through, we should understand that this is temporary. And for this temporary miseries, we should not disturb, or we should not compromise our spirit. That is the spiritual sadhana, that is the permanent thing. So the conclusion was that only permanent solution to the cycle of birth and death is unalloyed devotional service. And knowing about this, understanding material and spiritual laws is just like driving a car. Uh, so we should know the do's and don'ts. If you don't know the do's and don'ts, that is like driving a car without knowing the traffic rules. We will be in trouble if we don't know the traffic rules. Hare Krishna.
Good, Mataji. Thanks for summarizing. So, what we understood in, through this sloka is terms of knowledge, what is the real knowledge, and we discussed about worshipping the Lord, and what should be the mood of us when we are worshipping the demigods. We understood demigods also draw powers from the Supreme Lord, And then all this knowledge we receive from Guru Parampara Dhira. And we also discussed about one should know the spiritual as well as material energy properly in right perspective to achieve the real liberation. So we will now move further. I will give chance to Chanda Mataji, Shanti Sudesh Mataji later. So as we have to cover all four shlokas, so let us move further. So these four shlokas are very, very important, very strong. It is our prayers to the Lord. Okay. We are in some kind of ignorance. Somebody are materialistic, somebody are Mayavadis, somebody trying to be jnanis. So beyond everything, if it is all, there is a veil. We understand here the Lord is being covered by Yogamaya Shakti. So we are praying to the Lord that please reveal us. When we surrender in a submission mood, when we pray, Lord reveals. So these are those mantras, very, very heart-touching mantras. So let us get onto this, dive deep into it. It's a very beautiful mantra.
I want to chant Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. हिरण्यमेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषणपावृणो सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. So who is to read this? Some volunteers, please keep the hands raised. I can give chance. Yes, Mataji, you go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. O my Lord, sustainer of all that lives, your real face is covered by your dazzling effulgence. Kindly remove that covering and exhibit yourself to your pure devotee. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So these four shlokas, I was just trying to connect with our Bhakti Shastri journey. All this while we have come. So today, these are our prayers to the Lord. So whatever little endeavors we have put in this journey of Bhakti Shastri, we are praying to the Lord now. Please reveal us. Remove your Hiranmayena Patrena. It is the golden effulgence. Patrena, it is been covered. The Lord is covered by this golden effulgence, and we are praying to the Lord to remove this covering and reveal your personal form. Yeah, this is the mood we all have to carry as we listen on this, meditate on this particular slokas. So it is said that the Brahma Jyoti means the golden dazzling effulgence. And here we try to understand that we are not equal to the Lord. Why? Because Lord is the all-powerful supreme truth and we are the ordinary jivas. And only because of that we are praying to the Lord to remove this dazzling cover of his face. If we are supreme or superior, we don't have to request this to the Lord, right? So as a servant of the Lord, we are requesting through these prayers. And Shloka 14.27 also talks about this Brahma Jyoti, in which the Lord says, I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. So many people are in ignorance that Lord do not have a personal form. He is Jyoti Swarupa. So here we understand that Jyoti is also, the basis of that Jyoti is the Lord himself. And from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11 shloka, we have discussed this before. Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramameti bhagavaniti sabhyate. So 3 levels of realization to the Lord, and the Bhagavan realization is the ultimate realization, a devotee who is anchoring for. And then Lord confirms this again from Bhagavadgita 7.7 sloka matta parattaram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya mahi sarvam idam portam shutre manigana ivam. So Krishna, the Lord is saying, O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on the thread. So from the Bhagwan, the expansion is coming as Paramatma and Brahman feature. So it is all expansion of the Lord. And then there is further, it says Bhagavad Gita 10.42 sloka. It says, Athava bahunaitena kim jnatena tavarjuna visthabhyam idam krishnam ekam sena stito jagat. So Krishna is saying, what is the need there, Arjuna, for this detailed knowledge? Everything, just from a single fragment of myself, I'm pervading and supporting the entire universe. So the entire universe is supported by the Lord. And in this sloka, the word Pusan is significant, which says the supreme maintainer. So this sloka, Shri Ishopanishad, it says the Lord is addressed as Pusan because he is the ultimate maintainer of all of us. And the Lord exchange is the supreme maintainer, and he exchange his loving relationship through these five rasas which we have discussed. So what are the five rasas we have discussed?
Shanta Dasya,
Yeah.
Sakya, Vatsalya,
Yeah. So Vatsalya and Madhurya. So Krishna is known as all blissful, Anandamaya, and all his pastimes, Vrindavan pastimes, killing of demons, stealing the butter, everything is for the pleasure of the Lord. Lord is reciprocating. We are all serving the Lord for his pleasure, and Lord is doing all this pastime for our pleasure. So this is the loving relationship, reciprocation between the devotee and the Lord. Whereas the impersonalists are still bewildered. Can somebody read this? Let me pick some name. Praveen MS Prabhuji, can you read this for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Nanad Pranam. By the glaring effulgence of the Brahma Jyoti, if one wants to see the absolute truth in full, one has to penetrate beyond the 24 material elements, Sankhya and glaring effulgence. Brahma Jyoti is described in Bhagavad Gita 14.27, Brahma Samhita 5.40, Mundaka Upanishad 2.2.10 to 12.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
So here it is said that if one want to see the absolute truth, one has to rise above this. The Sankhya philosophy, what does it say? It is analyzing the 24 elements of material universe, and then one rising to a conclusion that we are not this body, we are the spirit soul. And then further, the Mayavadis are rising to a stage of Brahma Jyotir. And we understand that again is an incomplete realization. The full realization is going beyond this analysis and Brahma Jyotir and understanding, realizing the absolute truth, the Bhagavan in his personal form. And the conclusion, the perfect knowledge defined. Who is to read this for me? For us, Suraj Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Perfect knowledge means knowing Krishna is the source of Brahman. Living entity is never supreme. Jiva must pray, therefore not absolute truth. Uh, Hiranyamya Pratha, golden covering, Brahman Jyotir act as a dazzling well blocks vision of the Lord's personal form. Uh, Ishanopad prayer requests removal of this covering. Without removal, absolute truth cannot be fully realized.
Yeah.
Final
Thank you.
conclusion.
Yeah.
Impersonal and the Paramatma realization are incomplete. Full truth revealed only through devotional services. Ishanopad direct us to pray for personal realization of Krishna. Go beyond affiliations to the person.
Beyond the goes beyond effulgence to the person. So what we are understanding from this particular shloka, that one realizes the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his full potency when that golden effulgence is removed. When that golden effulgence is removed, we understand that Krishna is the source of all sources. Krishna is the cause of all causes. The Brahman, Paramatma, everything is the expansions of the Lord. And in that mood, what happens? Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyante vasudaiva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabham. Such sudurlabha mahatma will surrender to the Lord, telling vasudaiva sarvamiti. Yeah. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Kalpana Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah. So please mute devotees who are not speaking. Okay. So the point is, with this real knowledge, one surrender to the Lord, saying Vasudaiva Sarvamiti, you are everything. Now let us move to the next shloka, which says, Pusane karse yama surya prajapatya vyuharasmin samuha tejo yatte rupam kalyanathamam tatte pashyami yo asau purushaso ham asmi. Who is to read this? Kalpana Mataji, can you please read this for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. O my Lord, O primeval philosopher, maintainer of the universe, O regulating principle, destination of the pure devotees, well-wisher of the progenitors of mankind, please remove the effulgence of your transcendental rays so that I can see your form of bliss. You are the eternal supreme personality of Godhead, like onto the sun, as am I. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is the continuation of the previous shloka. We are praying to the Lord, the supreme maintainer, the destination of pure devotees, to remove the effulgence of the transcendental ray so that I can see your form of bliss, the personal form, the supreme personality of God, the Shama Sundara form. And here the analogy is been given again as sun and the sun ray. The sun is one source and the sun rays is innumerable, right? Similarly, our relationship with the Lord. We are the part and parcel of the Lord. Qualitatively one, quantitatively different. Again, the Pusan, the word significant is the supreme maintainer. When we know that Krishna is the supreme maintainer, supreme friend, supreme father, in that mood when we are surrendering, then we have no anxiety of future or present, right? We can't do anything which is already past, but present, we are all living with so much of anxieties, stress. So when we know the Lord is the supreme maintainer, and when we surrender, the faith will rise that Krishna will take care. So let us further deliberate on this. So Lord, as Ekar say, the primeval philosopher, he knows everything, Pusan, the maintainer of the universe. So such a person cannot be impersonal. Although Lord maintain all being, he specifically maintains his devotees as and well-wishers. The devotee of the Lord sees him eye to eye by his causeless mercy. The benefits of this universe is there for everybody without any partiality, but Krishna specifically take care of his devotee is what it is said. And the analogy, the sun and its rays analogy we discussed. Further, the Brahma Jyoti. The Brahma Jyoti is described in Brahma Samhita as the ray emanating from the Goloka Vrindavana. Just as sun rays are emanated from the sun globe, this Brahma Jyoti is emanating from the Goloka Vrindavana. And in Brahma Samhita, there is a beautiful description of Goloka Vrindavana where we are all aspiring to go one day. Shloka 5.29 Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha lakshavrite susurabhir abhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra sata sambrama sevimanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So it says, I worship Lord Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor. That is, everything is coming from the Lord. What is he doing in Goloka Vrindavana? Such Lord, where the Koti Lakshmis are serving him, such Lord is tending the cows. And such Goloka, there is a description that it is full of gems, and there are millions of wish-fulfilling trees, kalparukshas, and there Koti Lakshmis are serving the Lord. So this is the Goloka Vrindavana, and the Brahma Jyoti is just the effulgence of that. So that is not the ultimate goal. We have to pierce through this Brahma Jyoti and enter the kingdom of the Lord. So other day I was listening to one of my spiritual mentor. He was sharing in his talk that when he was listening to one of the senior sannyasis, so when the time comes when we did all that, what our Guru Acharyas have said and Vishnu Dutas have come and taking us further, still there is lot of test. When we reach the heavenly planets, the Vishnu Dutas will say there is beautiful woman, wine and other things full of enjoyment. If you want, we can leave you here. So we have to say no, I have to go back to the Lord. Further, every stages, it is asked to us that there is no more birth, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi. You can fully live blissfully here, or you rise to the Vaikuntha Loka. My spiritual mentor was telling, just close your eyes and just say that I want to enter to Goloka Vrindavana and be with the Lord. In our spiritual constitutional position of dasanu, dasanu, dasa, we have to serve in different rasa, what Lord has designated for us. And further from Brahma Jyoti, next the Paramatma realization. Sudarshana Rao Prabhu, you want to read for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Paramatma is the controller. Atma is control. Therefore, they are in different categories. Paramatma fully cooperates with the Atma, so he is known as a constant companion of the living beings. The Lord always helps his devotees by imparting necessary knowledge within their hearts, dissipating all the darkness of ignorance, while speculative philosophers, jnanis, and yogis depend on their own strength. Third point, those who are not perfect as pure devotees, namely those who realized Paramatma or Brahman, cannot appreciate the activities of the perfect devotees. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. So here it has been discussed the partial and the complete realization. Brahman realization is auspicious, but still partial. Paramatma realization, the Ashtanga yogis trying to see the Lord within their heart, this is even more auspicious, but even that is partial. What is complete is the face-to-face meeting with the Lord. And Ishopanishad confirms that supreme truth is personal, not impersonal. And now the complete realization, Bhagavan. So we have learned in our earlier levels that the Bhagavan is level 6, one who has all the 6 opulences. Here in Shri Ishopanishad, there is further elaboration of this Bhagavan. So the Bhagavan, Bha, one who fully maintains, who is the guardian. Yeah, when we know the Lord is our maintainer, again I said, when we see in our own homes, the children are not worried, right, about the meal, what they have to eat, or for their clothes, or for their school fees. They know their parents are there, they will take care. So the same faith we need to have in all our situation, that Bhagavan is my supreme maintainer. And Gha is our guide and leader. So when we surrender, Lord will guide. So that is the difference. Lord is residing as Paramatma in all the living entity, but Lord will take that special interest to guide to only those who have surrendered to the Lord. Rest everything, Lord becomes just a witness and sanction of their desires. And the one, syllable one, indicates that every living entity lives in him and that he also lives in every living entity. So Lord is living within us as the Paramatma, and we understand the Lord is the cause of all causes. Brahma Samhita 5.1 sloka. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. So this is the definition of Bhagavan and the conclusion of this chapter. Madhuri Manashi Ganga Mataji, whatever I have said, I have put it into a summary sheet. You can read this for us, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you. Final conclusion. Brahma Jyotir is not the final truth. Full realization lies beyond impersonal effulgence. Sri Ishopanishad, direct seeker to the personal Bhagavan, emphasizes mercy-based devotion. Lord's special mercy. Lord gives knowledge from within the heart, removes ignorance. Pure devotion depends on Lord's favor, not sustainable by
Not
speculation,
attainable.
not attainable by speculation, yogic power alone. Katha Upanishad, Lord known only to those he chooses. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Prabhuji.
So Lord known only to those he chooses. So it is not by our endeavors alone, but Lord's mercy also have to follow. That is the reason these prayers, we are praying to the Lord, please reveal us. Please take us in your shelter. Please help us to surrender. We can't surrender on our own. We are seeking this mercy to the Lord to help us surrender. So when will that mercy comes? Is by our actions, and that actions is our selfless service to Hari Guru Vaishnavas. When we selflessly serve Vaishnavas, sadhus, that is what pleases the Lord, and by their blessings, Lord will give that favor to us. That is the importance of service. Any given opportunity. Service, I say, serving the Vaishnavas, and it is also service to help the conditioned souls to come back to the Lord. These are the two activities of us. Jivera Daya Vaishnava Seva pleases the Lord the most. And for us to do these two things, what is required is Namera Ruchi. Until unless we don't chant the holy name, the purification of our heart is so hard heart. We are all hard-hearted, right? So only by the chanting of holy name we become soft-hearted. Only then the enthusiasm within us comes to do the service. This is the connection, interconnection, going back to the Lord. Let us look at the next sloka. This again is a very beautiful shloka. It says, Vayur anilam amrutam atedam basmantam shariram om krato smara kratam smara krato smara kratam smara. Aryan Prabhu, you want to read this for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Let this temporary body be burned to ashes, and let the air of the life be merged with the totality of air. Now, O my Lord, please remember all my sacrifices, and because you are the ultimate beneficiary, please remember all that I have done for you. Hare Krishna.
So we are praying the last moment of our life. Let this material body burn to ashes, and let me come back to you. Please remember all my sacrifices. So what is the sacrifices we have done? There is a definition for sacrifices. If we have read this through, there is a definition of sacrifices. So what is the sacrifices we have done, which we are reminding to the Lord? Hare Krishna.
We have not sacrificed anything, Prabhu. We are still holding on to all our material desires.
Yeah, that is our condition. But these prayers is when we are going back to the Lord. And then we have lived our life, right? So whatever we have learned, we have done something. So what are the sacrifices we have done?
Harinam Sankirtan.
Harinam Sankirtan. Yes, we have chanted the holy names. Yes. What else?
Following
Keep giving,
regulative principles,
keep,
Prabhuji.
keep throwing up the answers.
Following
Yes,
regulative
following.
principles.
Yes,
Seva,
following
Prabhuji.
regulative
Seva.
principles. The answer is little deeper into this.
Serving
We have
devotees.
to dig
Observing
little
Ekadashi.
deep into this. Sorry?
Observing Ekadashi.
Observing Ekadashi, yes. Yes, we have to dig little deep into this. Whatever we are doing is all the activities. Yes, you are all right.
Satisfying Guru Maharaj.
Serving the Guru, satisfying the Guru, following regulative principles, taking Ekadashi. If I dig little deep into this, there is a definition for sacrifice, that is denying the interest of self sense enjoyment, denying the interest of senses. So what are we doing in all these activities is we have the choice for our own enjoyment, which we've been living all this life. Now we have taken that conscious call that everything is in service of the Lord. Everything we do, it is not for my sense enjoyment. I engage these senses in service of the Lord, and then I honor. Right? So these are the sacrifices we are all doing. And this prayer is to remind the Lord about the sacrifices, but the most merciful Lord, Prabhupada says, there is no necessity to remind our sacrifices. Lord, do not forget the services rendered by his pure devotees. Little swalpapiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Little devotional service what we have done, Lord remembers each and every services we have done. So here, going back to our principles, the foundation, the material body, it talks about the material body is certainly a foreign dress. We all have to go back. It's a beautiful sloka. Na jayate
Can I
imriyate
read it?
marjane. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji. And read this for us.
Thank you, Prabhuji. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन्नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयात् अजो नित्यशाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे.
Yeah. So anybody who have not participated yet wish to read this?
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
I am looking for somebody who has not raised the hand, because those who have raised the hand, I will give chance.
Shall I read, Bro?
Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Bol.
For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primal. He is not slain when the body is slain. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, as we are ending Isha Upanishad, Bhakti Shastri, I am just trying to touch the beginning. We should not forget what we learned in the beginning. We understood we are not this body, we are the spirit soul. At least now, we all should rise to that level and not continue to hanker for this bodily difficulties. Whatever is we are going through is temporary. There is an eternal life ahead. Let us not lose out that opportunity getting entangled in this material attachments. Bhagavadgita 2.13 in similar line, Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tatha dehantaram praptir dhiras tatra namuyati. So the dhira, the wise man, do not get disturbed by these changes in our life. So once we know that we are not this body, we are spirit soul, and then what Krishna says in chapter 15:7, Mamaivamsa jiva loke jiva bhuta Mamaivamsa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manasastrani indriyani prakritistani karshati. So we are the part and parcel of the Lord. We are all struggling because of our sense enjoying propensities. So knowing this, we already discussed about the sacrifices. So we need to control our sense enjoying propensities and surrender. Bhagavad Gita 9.34 Manmana Bhavamad Bhakto Madhyajimam Namaskuru. So we have to fix up our mind at the lotus feet of the Lord and surrender and worship the Lord is the message we are getting from these scriptures. Then what next? Who is to read? Anybody wish to read the sloka?
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam त्यजत् अन्ते कलेवरं तं तं एवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Shweta Mataji, you want to read this for us? Translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. Bhagavad Gita 8.6. Hare
Yes.
Krishna, thanks Prabhuji.
Whatever state one remembers at the time of leaving the body, he will attain. So if we continue to have these sense enjoying propensities, Prabhupada gives example. A body suited for this sense enjoying. What are the examples Prabhupada gives? If somebody is too attached for the sense enjoyments, what body they get? Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, maybe one of a pig
Yeah.
or a lion.
Yes. Yes. Perfect, Mataji. So these are the exactly examples given. The hog, which is the body which is suited to eat stool. Somebody who is too attached for meat eating will get body of a carnivorous animal like tiger, lion. Antakale cha mam eva smaran mukta kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayaha. So whoever at the end of the life quit his body remembering the lotus feet of the Lord, he will attain my nature, my abode. There is no doubt about it, is what the Lord guarantees. It is very important we continue to remember the Lord in everything. Manmana bhavat bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. Mam e vaishyasi yuktamyam atmanam matparayana. So here, the special position of the devotee, one who has lived his life following these principles, engaging his mind, always remembering the Lord. At the time of death, even if he forgets, the Lord will remember. Our devotional services will protect us from the fall down. And the perfection of life is Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyante Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabham. So when we surrender, that is the instruction of the Lord. Bhagavadgita 18.66 Sarva Dharmam Parityajya. Having come this far, we have to surrender Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Sarva Dharmam Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Aham Tam Sarva Papebhyo. Lord is guaranteeing that He will relieve us all our sinful reactions. Do not worry, do not fear. Ma Shuchaha. And how we do this? By following the 9 process of devotional service. Chanda Mataji, you want to read this sloka?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. 9 processes of devotional service. Shri Prahrada Uvacha. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam Iti Punsharpita Vishnu Bhaktische Nava Lakshana Krityeta Bhagyavatya Adha Tan Mane Dhitam Uttamam.
Tanmane Adittam Uttamam. Yes. So these are the 9 process of devotional service we have discussed at length. By following this process and following the footstep of such devotees, not imitating, following the footstep of such devotees, we will all remember the Lord at the time of the death. Name Bhaktya Prayashyati, Bhagavad-gita 9.31. One who follow this, Krishna says, such a devotee will never perish. So what is the duty now of all of us? There is a Srimad Bhagavatam 2.1.5 sloka. There is a beautiful sloka which says, Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishwaro Hari Shrotavya Kirtitavyasya Tavyasya Cha Smartavyasya Che Chatebhyaham. Everyone who desires to be free of all these anxiety should always hear about the glories and remember the personality of Godhead. Everything starts from Shravanam Kirtanam, right? So hearing. So by doing that, hearing about the glories of the Supreme Lord, who is the supreme dictator of everything, the extinguisher of all difficulties and the super soul of all living entities. So this is the question even Parikshit Maharaj asked in Srimad Bhagavatam. So the conclusion of this chapter, who is to read this conclusion?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, for
Let me
previous.
give a chance to somebody who has not participated. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Praveen K. Prabhu, yes, go ahead, please.
Conclusion, final teaching of the mantra. Modern human life warning. Most people sleep indulgence at night, earn and consume during the day. Little time for God consciousness. Worldly topics replace spiritual inquiry. Death preparation begins during life. Sacrifice equal to engaging sense for God's service. Constant devotional practice ensures remembrance at the death, entry into spiritual kingdom. Devotion is the only safe and complete path. Vedic scriptures confirms God is personal and sentient. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So here we clearly see the modern human life, the biggest warning, most of them are during night, they are sleeping, indulging in sense enjoying activities, and during the day, they are working like donkeys. Consuming most of the day, there is no time for bhakti, right? In fact, Prabhupada has given such a beautiful morning program to us. By the time most of the worldly people have woken up, we have completed our sadhana. And that 2 hours of sadhana will empower us to deal with next 22 hours. Yeah. So that is the extreme importance of morning sadhana. And by doing that, what happens? Constant devotional practice. Ahituki apratiyatha. All our life when we have done, then what the result? Remembrance of the lotus feet of the Lord at the time of death. Even if we are not able to remember, Krishna will remember our sacrifices. And as a result, we'll go back to the Lord, Supreme Kingdom. So the last sloka of Shri Upanishad. Agne Naya Supatharaye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yudyo Dhyasmaj Juhuranam Eno Bhuyyistam Te Nama Uktim Videma. Akshita Reddy Mataji, you want to read the translation for us?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes.
Hari Bol.
O my Lord, as powerful as fire, O omnipotent one, now I offer you all obeisances, falling on the ground at your feet. O my Lord, please lead me on the right path to reach you. And since you know all that I have done in the past, please free me from the reactions of my past sins so that there will be no hindrance to my progress.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
So such a powerful prayers. Please lead me on the right path to reach you. We are praying this, and Prabhupada says, Krishna residing from within our heart gives us the direction, that right path. And as said before, all those who have not practiced bhakti, Krishna sitting within as just a witness. Whereas the devotees who have surrendered to the Lord, Krishna guide us to the right path and free from all the reactions and past sins. And He will remove all the hindrance from our progress back to Godhead. There is another beautiful sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, which says, Swapadamulam bhajata priyasya taktyanya bhavasya harir pareshah vikarma yachot patitam katanchid dunoti sarvam hridasannivistah. So the Lord is so kind to the devotee who is fully surrendered to his lotus feet, that even though devotee sometimes falls into the entanglement of Vikarma, act against Vedic directions, the Lord at once rectifies such mistakes from within the heart. This is because the devotees are very dear to the Lord. And this mantra, Shri Upanishad, the devotee is praying to the Lord to rectify him from within this heart. So we have done so many mistakes in our life. We continue to do so many mistakes in our life. So at the time of death, we are leaving this body, we are praying to the Lord to rectify those mistakes and give us the direction for further progress. Surrendering to the Lord. So, anybody left out?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, shall I?
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Mother. Yes, if you have not.
I have not read, Prabhuji. Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, go ahead, Mother.
Hare Krishna. Surrendering to Krishna. By surrendering to the Lord and praying for his causeless mercy, the devotee can progress on the path of complete self-realization. The Lord is addressed as fire because he can burn anything into ashes, including the sins of the surrendered soul. Thank you,
Yes,
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Lord is addressed as fire. Sikshastakam first sloka. Cheto darpanamajanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam. Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavad jivanam. Ananda buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritaswadanam. Sarvatma snapanam param vijete Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So the glories to Shri Krishna Sankirtana, the chanting of holy name cleanses the heart within, and what it does, it extinguishes the fire of our conditional life. So the chanting of holy name, the Sankirtana, this fire will extinguishes the conditioned life. And as a result, when through the chanting, when the purification is done, anartha nivritti is done, when we rise through nista, ruchi, asakti, then bhava and prema arises, and one surrenders. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja. Aham tam sarva papebhyo moksha swami masuchaha. So we surrender, abandoning all such religions thing. So who is to read this shloka?
Prabhuji, may I?
Shall I read, Prabhuji? Prabhuji, you're on mute, Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead with the shloka. Manashi Mitra Mataji can read the translation.
Yeah, right, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Ragadvesha vimuttestu vishayan indriyaischran atmavyasir vidheyatma prasadam adigacchati. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation. But a person free from all attachment and aversion, able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom, can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, one who is free from his sense-enjoying propensity, material attachment, is only can obtain the mercy of the Lord. The root cause of all our miseries is these two things, the sense-enjoying propensity and material attachment. And what is the way out for us? How can we be free from these two things? Any answers?
By satisfying Krishna's senses and increasing our attachment towards Krishna.
Yes, correct. What else? Any more answers? Serving the senses of the Lord. Gaining the knowledge of self-realization. We are not this body, we are the spirit soul. This sense enjoyment is for the body, right? So rising in this self-realization and detachment.
Prabhuji,
Ensure
is it
you.
also...
Yes,
Sorry,
Mataji.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Is it also the realization that whatever material attachments we have formed in this life are also the gifts of the Lord? These are temporary, but they bring to us certain duties that we need to fulfill in order to fulfill our dharma. But it is all under the control of the Lord. When He wants, He gives it to us. When He wants, He takes it away.
Yes.
So
Ishavasa
this is
principle.
very temporary, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
And we
So,
fulfill it to the best because it is given to us by the Lord.
yeah.
Is that also part of the realization, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. That is
Hare
what we
Krishna.
learned. We learned in Ishavasya principle that everything animate, inanimate is the supreme proprietor is the Lord, and we are its caretakers. So whatever material opulences we have, it is the blessings of the Lord. And what are we going to do with these blessings? For example, we have opulent, we are opulent, we have lot of Lakshmi. As long as we are engaging this Lakshmi in service of the Lord, the Lakshmi is also happy, Lord is also happy, we are also happy. When we try to engage in our own sense enjoyments, then that is the problem. So that realization is important. And this,
Yes, Prabhuji.
and this knowledge, we said the knowledge is important, but from where do we get this knowledge? Srimad Bhagavatam, I quoted this sloka before, 1.2.17 to 20. Shrinvata Swata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana. So just by hearing the glories of the Lord attentively, the Lord will cleanse the desire of material sense enjoyment. So just by hearing attentively, our material attachments are cleared. And two ways Lord will help us. This knowledge comes from Sadhu, Shastra and Guru. And if it is also not helping, God himself will come. And somehow God will protect all of us. Devotees is protected in all respect. Vedic knowledge is transcendental and cannot be understood by mundane educational procedures. One can understand by the grace of the Lord and spiritual master. So we get Lord by the mercy of Guru, and we get Guru by the blessings of the Lord. This reciprocation is happening. The Lord takes charge of fully surrendered soul. In this mantra, Shri Upanishad, the devotees pray to the Lord to rectify him from within his heart. When we surrender, the Lord will take charge of our life. With this, we are coming to the final conclusion of this sloka. Anybody else left out? Not participated today?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, shall I?
Who is that?
Santoshi.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Conclusion. Final message of this mantra. Complete surrender is the essence. Lord personally guides, purifies, perfects. Bhakti is the the safest path, the fastest path, the highest path. Final outcome. Doubts vanish, devotion becomes pure, devotee understands the Lord, the path to reach Him, guaranteed attainment of supreme perfection, supreme personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the conclusion is the doubts have vanished. When we surrender to the Lord in his personal form and do the devotional service, that is the safest, fastest and highest path given, revealed in our scriptures. And as a final outcome, the doubt vanish. Even in Bhagavad Gita 18.73 sloka, Arjuna is saying, Arjuna Vacha, Nasto moha smritir labdhat, tat prasadan mayachyuta, sitosmi gata sandeha, karishe vachanam tata. So here Arjuna is telling to Krishna, the Lord, O fallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and prepared to act according to your instructions. So Arjuna is ready to act according to his instructions. Are you ready? Our Bhakti Shastri is done. Are you ready? You can unmute and say loudly yes if you are ready.
Yes, Prabhu. Although we are
Yes,
not
Prabhu.
qualified, we are ready.
So as said, we are not qualified. Yes, this qualification comes from our Guru Parampara. When we surrender, we take one step, the qualifications will come. I know I am not qualified to take these classes. It is purely by the mercy of Namanista Prabhu. The empowerment, one of the biggest realization which will give you strength in your further journey. The empowerment come with the instructions. When we take the instructions of our Guru, the empowerment will come. So it is not by our endeavors. We are just an insignificant instruments, and the empowerment, because of their empowerment, we can do wonders. And what is the wonders we are expected to do? For what we need to be the instruments? Chaitanya Charitamrtam. Again, I wish to repeat 9.41 sloka. Bharata Bhumite Haila Manusha Janma Yara Janma Sartakari Karo Paropakaram. So we have to perfect our life and help others. Prithvi Te Ache Yatanagradi Grama Sarvatra Prachara Hoibe Mera Naam. This is the instruction of the Lord, the prophecy of the Lord, and we are those insignificant instruments who is going to spread this message to the world. Either you directly preach or help those preachers who are preaching. Thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purport to Shri Upanishad. The knowledge, I started with this definition of Shri Upanishad, the knowledge that brings one nearer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hope this knowledge has helped you come one step closer. This Bhakti Shastri course module has helped you come one step closer to the Lord. If you are sincere, Lord will run 100 steps towards you. One important message I want to give to all the devotees who are present here. I said, Krishna, we get Krishna by Guru, and by the blessings of by Krishna we get Guru, and by Guru we get the Tattva to go back to Krishna, right? Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Paye, Bhakti Lata Bij. So the message what I want to give is, from Guru we get Krishna, from Krishna we get Guru, but from one we get both. Who is that?
Devotees,
Devotees, Prabhuji.
your devotees.
Yes, devotees. When we look back in our life, there is somebody who has helped us to come to this path. So my humble request is, today, as Bhakti Shastri, I can't say now, students, as soon as you complete your CBAs, slokas, you are the qualified graduates of Bhakti Shastri. Your responsibility is to spread this message, become that devotee in millions of conditioned souls. Sometimes we underestimate our own powers. When the blessings of Krishna and Guru is there, you can definitely become those devotees through whom this message can go to millions and millions of conditioned souls. And today, my sincere prayers to Shri Radha Govinda and our Guru Parampara is to empower you all to become such devotee and make a significant contribution to this Krishna consciousness movement, being in the mood of an insignificant servant. This is very important. Make a significant contribution, but being in a mood of insignificant servant. So this is my message to you. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you said that you would continue the link with us next year by giving classes to help the understanding of Bhagavatam, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Bhakti Vaibhava is still long way, but definitely given a chance, I would like to take a couple of classes in Bhagavatam. Already the instructions or request has come to me that in first track Bhakti Vaibhava classes, I can take a couple of classes. So I will definitely prepare for that. Still not ready for that, but I will definitely give it a try. But as said in my last class, feel free to reach out to me in your studies journey, wherever you feel